I got myself overweight so I can teach you how to go down to normal weight, to healthy levels. Probably too bright. Yo, welcome back to the channel. This is probably gonna be the most important video that I bring to you because everything I'm gonna be doing going forward, it's gonna reference this. So this is ungatekeeping the fitness industry, a personal trainer's behind the scenes. I'm gonna give you exactly what I do. Not gonna cut anything down for you. You're gonna get my plan, and you can take whatever you want from it. We can add things to it, you name it. Same with the diet. I'm gonna give you everything that I do to get where I need to go, and then you do what you want with that information. And comment, I can answer questions, whatever you need. So I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Knowledge and action is what's gonna equal your results. And I will show you what information I myself act on to get the results I'm trying to get. Let's get into it. I need to make some analogies. Check it. This is how life works. Okay, so where you are right now, you're wondering, if you're in a recomp phase, you are thinking to yourself, man, I need to lower some weight. I'd like to lose my love handles. I got a little chest fat I want to get rid of. And I need to build some muscle because I can't do the movements I want to do. I want to look a little bigger. I want to be stronger. I want to fill out myself, your own well-being, right? We're human. We want to be more capable. This is obvious. So where you're going to start is with your diet and exercise, right? So picture that as this little two-sided 2x2 cube. You just got diet and exercise to focus on. With the diet, you're gonna tackle an elimination phase, and with the training, you're gonna tackle progressive overload, or honestly, just moving, whatever it needs to be. You're gonna have a time in your schedule, about an hour every day, but not to necessarily work out, but an hour each day that is designated for movement. So once you get your diet and exercise, you start having fun, you start playing around with it, things are lining up, you start noticing some trends and habits, how your body's working, how things are going. This is about a 2-week phase to get through that. It's literally short. The next thing you're gonna spend probably a year focusing on is 6 aspects. So it works like this. We have 3 categories: diet, training, and lifestyle. So for each corresponding category, there's one skill you're gonna work on until you can solve your cube. So for diet, you can pick whether it's intermittent fasting, whether it's low carb, elimination, you name it. We'll figure it out together. And then on the training side of it, we're gonna figure out what you need to do. Are you 350 pounds, 200 pounds? What kind of movement are you capable of doing to not hurt yourself, you don't wanna break your spirit. So, and there's tons of different modalities of training, and most of them are sport. The ones that I quite enjoy are really not even talked about, so that's why my channel is here. We train to get better, more capable, so we can do what our mind wants to do. Then we specify into the hobby style of training, to where we have something to productively pass the time, to not only level up our mental well-being, but our physical, and to inspire us, keep us happy and motivated. Like, we're animals at the end of the day. Get a dog. Look at what your dog does. This is what you need to download, some of these behaviors. So once you've mastered your diet, an aspect of your diet, an aspect of your training, and an aspect of lifestyle, which would be sleep, you have a routine sleep schedule, you're gonna be able to solve this cube. Here, I'll set this down and show you what that looks like. the idea of what I'm trying to get across to you, is that you can program yourself with information that you don't have to consciously sit there thinking about. You can just call on it whenever you need. It's in the background, it's there, it's part of you, it's part of the fiber of who you are. And remember, I was 250 pounds, like a loser, just ready to take my own life, right? I'm telling you that you can come back from the edge, and I enjoy my time here now, working towards my own company, being able to take care of my own little slice of life, and bring up some people that were down like me on the way. I realized the mic isn't even on me. And then just like that, you'll solve your own little funk. And just like that, you'll solve your own little funk. Will get you out of your ruts and plateaus. You'll know how to use diet, training, lifestyle to solve your own cube. And then you'll be on to the next, and then you can help others, like your family. Bring up them and them. Okay, so now that that kind of makes sense, there's another thing I want to talk about before I just hand you my formula. I want to read something I wrote, but I haven't downloaded it to my memory, so forgive me for looking at my book. The best games in life are often infinite games, not finite games. The difference. The point isn't to get married. The point is to stay married. With business, the point isn't to win at business. The point is to stay in business. With health, the objective isn't to get healthy. The point is to be healthy and stay fit. By literally continuing to play the game, when we think of the games we as humans play, we have to think in the infinite, or we fool ourselves into a false, finite prison that we keep wondering why we don't feel like we're winning when we get to the finish line. Because we never realized that there was no finish line to begin with. The fact that we're playing the game secured our victory. By its very nature, this realization helped me reframe my mind so that I can enjoy my health, so I can stay in this process and see what I become. I wonder what I'll look like when I'm 70, when I'm healthy at 70. And this is the blueprint to staying healthy, and I'm going to walk you through the levels. I'm so nervous, man. I don't know why, it's just the camera, but I'll get better as time goes. I'm still working on getting text on screen, so let's get into the tangible things that I'm doing to transform my physique, level up my mind. On the diet aspect of things, one side of our cube. So we have our elimination diet, macro targets, food charts. What the elimination diet is, really short, it's an ancestrally consistent diet. I'm cutting out the excess processed nonsense from factories and all this crap, right? That just doesn't need to be in the system. If you don't cook it, I don't really want to eat it. Intermittent fasting, so that's a 16-8 fast. I've got a book recommendation that'll help with that if you'd like. My window is generally 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we've got TMAD and a post-workout shake, why it works best for me. So TMAD means 2 meals a day, and generally I'll have, so breakfast means you're breaking your fast. It's the first meal, but I don't like to call it breakfast because people get the wrong idea. So we go with meal 1 and meal 2. Meal 1 is generally some sort of eggs with leftover proteins and things in the morning, and then some fruit for some fast digestion, a little bit of supplementation, and then we get into an exercise plan. After the exercise, I like to have a shake, which is like a double scoop of protein, and I'll have a link for my affiliate code for some discounts in the description that I've used forever. Then the second meal of the day is generally kind of whatever I choose to make, which would be protein and maybe a little sweet potato or rice and a little salad, or something my family makes, and I take it out in moderation with that same mindset. Last thing in the diet really is supplements, so like your vitamin D, magnesium, zinc. I would love to work with Heart and Soil. They're a company that brought me back from the edge. Their supplements are fantastic, especially if you can afford it. They're not overly expensive or anything, don't get me wrong, but this channel was for me when I was at 250, and they're quite expensive at the time, but they really helped me out. And then creatine, kefir, and honey. That's the diet section. That's the fundamentals that I live off for maintaining and trending towards never being obese again. I got myself overweight so I can teach you how to go down to normal weight, to healthy levels. I think my BMI right now is just in the overweight section, like a 31.4 or something. So for training, my personal split is nobody else does it. I made it up. Never seen anyone else do it. Never seen anyone else talk about it. So here you are. I call it a PPTL, which is push, pull, torso, legs. It's still the 3 days, unless I want to add an extra day for specifically torso, but I incorporate torso exercises, stability exercises in my whole push, pull, legs plan. For an example, this is one of my favorites. So after I do my compound squats, like heavy squats, we're in a 6 rep range or so I work on my strength curve, then I'm gonna hop into just lunges. But I like to hold a kettlebell upside down centered, so I force core stability while I'm doing these lunges, aiming for 12 reps. So there's all these things you can do, right? And I just want to share more of them. So then supersets, we got dynamic versus hypertrophy kind of isolation sets. So for me and for you, we're not trying to be power lifters on the world stage. We're not trying to be bodybuilders on the douche stage. So what does that mean? You don't have to max out in one specific category. You can max out in a new category, which is paradigm protocol, or call whatever you want. So the way that works is a more dynamic movement. Picture like a bench press or a squat, something that is recruiting more muscle movements than an isolation, like a bicep curl. So if we do a movement like that, nice and heavy, keep it in the 6 rep range, work on our strength curve, progressive overload, we get bigger, stronger, better, healthier. And then we superset with a more isolated hypertrophy movement. So for instance, if I just did a bench press for maybe 2 plates at 5, 6 reps, then I'm gonna drop my superset would be with dumbbell flies. I take 15s or 12s and I would do really nice movement, eccentric focus movement, like exploding on the positive on the up and bringing it down slow for 12 reps. And I would just shape that muscle, pump that blood, break down the muscle, just get it nice chest, and the pumps feel so good. So we got dynamic versus static stretching, also yoga, and I like to do yoga in front of the TV or when I'm just chilling and stuff. It's always a vibe. So this is pretty important because a lot of people will try to do static stretching before their actual exercise, but what you need to be doing is dynamic stretching before you're exercising and static stretching after your exercise. What that means is if I'm going to warm up for squats, I don't want to sit there and just ream on my hamstrings or just hinge completely. I want to just do some air squats and maybe some air squats with a jump at the top. All these little dynamic, more motor function recruiting movements as opposed to static where you can sit on the ground and focus on whatever you want. And then we got calisthenics. So this is the ultimate anti-aging remedy. This is mastering your body weight. This is staying on your feet, being strong, being optimal. So I like to do this with kind of the focus of everything I'm doing, because when I'm out and about in the wild, you don't come across a barbell on the ground or there's no squat rack just sitting there waiting for you to do something. No, it's always in the woods. You're climbing, you're jumping, there's pulling yourself up. That's what's important to me. And then we get into the hobby specific training, where for me it's martial arts, snowboarding, just even hiking, just the rucking with a heavy bag. So training allows me to be better at those. And that's something that you'll notice too. Whatever your hobby is, like wherever you can, if you have any passion, we can put a protocol together to make you better at it. And that's a training plan. That's fun. We stack diet on it. Boom, easy. Stack your lifestyle on it, you're a new person. So lifestyle. Step 1 in lifestyle is sleep. Natural steroids. If I could bottle and sell sleep, I would be the richest man in the world. 7-8 hours, Monday to Friday, 10 to 8, Saturday to Sunday. Get the sleep you need, plus a little more during the week to complete your work. Go to bed when you have to. Stop staying up for TV. What the hell? And then on the weekend, sleep in a little bit and you'll be set. So movement after eating. I don't want you to do any steady state cardio 30-minute sessions unless you want to. What I want you to do is when you eat, go for a walk. When you're training, I love incorporating sprints. Sprints are my favorite thing. And when I'm walking anywhere, I skip stairs. I do all these micro things to make it so my daily function, whatever I'm doing, is just easier. It's better. I don't have trouble walking upstairs anymore if I skip a stair every time. There's so many lifestyle things you can do, right? And everyone's living a different life. Like take a little initiative and figure out what you could be doing, because the chances are you already know what you could be doing. You just don't have enough purpose. And I'd love to hear from you about what's filling your cup, because you can't fill other people's cup with an empty cup. If you want to be a good person to other people, you gotta take care of yourself. It's not being selfish. And then education. So in this lifestyle section, what are you doing to further your understanding? As soon as you're into any sort of thinking you know it all, you've lost. You've never formed a rigid conclusion on anything, because there's no rigid conclusions to be formed. And then cooking. You need to know how to cook meat, or you need to be able to feed your family in a tangible way. Like buying food is so expensive now, and the ability to cook unlocks a realm of way better food than you can even buy in the first place. So it just takes that out of the equation. And if you have fun doing it and you're not cussing while you're cooking, the family's going to enjoy it, and it's just more family time. It's more hanging out. It's nothing bad. Like, cook, goddammit. And then work, get your steps in, 10K steps, standing desk, skip stairs, whatever it is, just up your capacity. I've got a standing desk here and a sitting desk here. Like, remember, this is a process. So turn on the notifications. Help me by watching and commenting, and I hopefully help you by publishing these videos and having a space where you want to pursue yourself and come tell me and check in with the channel on the Discord and celebrate each other's wins, because we're not here for a long time but a short time, so let's enjoy it. If these simplified lessons and actions, if my coaching behind the scenes is really helpful or something cool that you'd like me to keep doing, and please support, right? That way I can keep doing it. My biggest thing when I was trying to lose the weight was I had no purpose, no one to celebrate my wins. It was all this like doom gloom. I gotta lose the weight so hopefully I can find a girl that's worth a damn and maybe have a life that's worth a damn and work somewhere that I feel good about. I'm here for you if you were in that same boat, because terrible place to be, and it's where I wouldn't really wish anyone to be. I don't have any enemies, so let's just try and bring everybody up. I'd love to see you in our Discord. And man, everyone's life is this own unique experience of lessons and skills and tools. Chances are if you learn something from it, others have something to learn from it too. And the unique aspects of your experience create a way of getting the message across that can relate to certain people and not certain people. You really just gotta do what you want to do, and I'm trying to help you kind of clear the fog. Everything gets better as we grow. You're gonna see me probably do things that most people want to do, and this is essentially the behind the scenes of how I get it done. I'm gonna throw my infographics up at the end of this, so if you watched it all the way to the end, congrats. There's videos coming out that show how I use these plans. This is my training plan, so there'll be a video for it. You can just watch and you can add, and it's a really cool plan, honestly, like probably my favorite one ever. So yeah, I'll throw it up on screen. Boom. There's no better time to become a shapeshifter. Get in on the ground floor. Road to 1K starts super soon, and road to 1% physique starts tomorrow. So now you know. And as I'm building my course, I need to know if the way I'm presenting my information is coming across in a way you can utilize. I don't want it to just go in one ear and out the other. Let me know. We can build it together. I'm not charging for now. I want to grow the community, and then we can have a course where we can send to people, our family, because everything is going to get scattered around. Even though I'll make the playlists, we'll see what we do together. But I know what I'm going to keep doing. I know what's coming. There's going to be a bunch of cool member perks even, because I think I'm going to be filming a workout video probably daily, and they'll probably have scheduled uploads, but everything member wise will just be ready to watch. It could be 10 videos in a day. I don't know. Figure out more as we go. We got work to do before we get. Thank you guys. Sub. This channel is ours, so comment. Let's just do it, man. I'm so tired of thinking about what other people think about me, man. I know I'm big now, and you think, VO, you're not shit, blah, blah, blah. That's the idea. Like chest fat, love handles. This is what most guys struggle with. It's what I struggle with forever. I know I'm only gonna struggle with it for about a month left, and that's it. So, kind of cool. I want you to be able to think like this, right? Let's keep watching, and maybe you will. VO.